My people, they has been squashed between two powerful enemies. From the sky, occupation forces bombing, killing civilians under the name of Taliban. Most of them are women and children. In the ground, Taliban and warlords together. They continue to their fascism under the name of democracy against my people. Before to talk about role of the troops in Afghanistan, let me say condolences on behalf of my people to those Canadian mom and families who lost their sons, their daughters in Afghanistan under the name of so-called war on terror. But they are the one who should change their sorrows, their tears to the strength and raise their voice against the wrong policy of their government, because Canada being part of NATO, this 8 years, they followed the wrong policy of the US government, which is mockery of democracy and mockery of war on terror. They pushed us from the frying pan into the fire because of the 9/11 tragedy, the photocopy of Taliban, these warlords, they come in power, who did civil war from 92 to 96. Alone in Kabul, they killed more than 65,000 innocent people. Same like Taliban, they committed crimes against women's rights, human rights. You can see at least Human Rights Watch website, Amnesty International website. But these brother and creed of Taliban, who are mentally same, only physically has been changed after 9/11. They come in power. That's why today Afghanistan is a safe haven for terrorism and also a center for drug. Today, 93% of opium produced from Afghanistan. And Kandahar, that you have troops there. Recently, New York Times gave report, brother of Hamid Karzai, Ahmad Wali Karzai, is a famous drug trafficker. And also, he's in the payroll of the CIA. But this is Canada government that is still supporting this mafia corrupt system of Hamid Karzai and not raising their voice against these drug lords, warlords who are in power in Afghanistan. And as I said, we are squashed between two powerful enemies. With the withdrawal of one enemy, it's much easier to fight one enemy instead of two. And right now, these troops themselves, as I said, they are victim of the wrong policy of their government, send them for bad cause, for war. Democracy never comes by war, by barrel of gun, by cluster bomb. For example, in Farah province on May, they did bombing. More than 150 civilians has been killed, most of them women and children. And also on 9th of September, they did bombing Kunduz province. 200 civilians has been killed recently. Even they are bombing our wedding parties, what they did in Nangarhar, in Nuristan, and also in Kandahar. And this 8 years, more than 8,000 people has been killed, less than 2,000 Talib. You can see Professor Mark Herald website, this Democrat American man, who dedicated his hours and make this web page with the pictures of these victims you can see there. And now that much my people fed up that they say we don't expect anything good from you, just stop wrongdoing. And medieval-minded, ignorant Taliban, they are able to destroy opium, but a superpower country with 14 more countries who occupied my country, they are not able to destroy opium. As always, I'm saying, hopefully I will not be tired to tell again and again from every audience that no nation can donate liberation to another nation. This is responsibility of our own people to build our country, to bring peace and democracy. But if US and NATO let us a little bit breathe in peace. And right now, day by day, they send more taxpayer money to such a mafia corrupt system of Hamid Karzai, and they waste more the blood of their troops in Afghanistan. Mainstream media make big this issue that if the troops leave Afghanistan, civil war will happen. But nobody talking about today's civil war. As long as these troops be in Afghanistan, the worst civil war will be. By presence of thousands of troops in Afghanistan, right now, even in Kabul, we don't have security. UN office recently has been attacked. Under the banner of women's rights, they occupied my country. Today, most of women of my country even do not have human life. These warlords, they cut the ears of the woman, nose of the woman, threw hot water on them. 2 women in Mazar Sharif last month has been cut into pieces by one misogynist man. 14-year-old Bashira was a young girl. She has been raped by 3 men, one of them son of the member of the parliament, Haji Painda. He changed the age of his son, less than 18, that do not be punished. In the same province, 6 more rape cases happened. Recently was one 5-year-old Fazila in Sarpal province by 40-year-old man has been killed. And this list can be prolonged, that killing a woman that much easy for the warlord like killing a bird. domestic violences, rape cases, acid attacks, killing of women, increasing rapidly. And all of these crimes are happening under the name of democracy. In Kabul, some women, they have access to job and education. Even in Kabul, they are not safe. They wear burqa, but this disgusting burqa today gives lives. Recently, these fundamentalists, Shia fundamentalists, they made disgusting law against Shia women. Maybe you heard as a journalist about this disgusting law during the non-democratic election. And this law, despite national international condemnation, has been signed by Hamid Karzai. 7 articles of this law quite similar like Taliban. One article, let me tell you, banned women to go out or have job or go to the doctor without permission of their husband, which is elementary rights of the woman. Day by day, they are making legal their crimes. If they make this law or do not make, they are already in power, continue to their crimes. And now, many more examples like this situation of women getting worse. Activist women, many of them has been killed, like Malalai Kakar, Sitara Chikzai, Zakia Zaki, Shikiba Sanga Amaj. Maybe you heard their name, and this list can be prolonged. My name is among this list. After 2003, that my life has been changed just for telling the truth. I expose their mask. I am woman. I never do compromise with them. These are the reasons that they even want to eliminate me. I think alone my life story is enough to know better about mockery of democracy and mockery of war on terror in Afghanistan. There is no freedom of speech, which is an elementary part of democracy. So in this kind of situation, so-called free elections were held in Afghanistan. Election under the shadow of gun, warlordism, drug lordism, awful corruption in occupation forces has no legitimacy at all. My people use this proverb, the winner of this election will be like the same donkey, but with new saddle. Anyway, I have a lot to tell you. I know that because this press conference, you have some questions as well. So I let you to talk, but at the end, I want to tell you that democracy never comes by war. We don't want military invasion. They must invade my country, invasion of a school, invasion of a clinic, hospital, streets. We need this kind of helping hand, not the occupation. Our history showed we never accept occupation. If they do not leave voluntarily, with the passage of time, they will face more with the resistance of my people.